Your calendar might be full, but your business could still be dying.
If I don't have clients, I don't have a business.
I'll look in my crystal ball and say everybody in this audience will work with someone who isn't an ideal client.
This video shows how to avoid the feast-to-famine trap and lock in true client growth before it's too late.
If you're coming from corporate and this is your first time bringing in clients, you use a term there and then you made a statement. You said ideal clients. And then you said, if I don't have clients, I don't have a business. Are there differences between clients?
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I will predict, I will look in my crystal ball and say everybody in this audience will work with someone who isn't an ideal client. They will be like, yeah, I chased the money there. They asked if I could do a thing. That thing isn't my core competency. And I said I could do it. And I did it. Wasn't fun. Wasn't fun, right? Not what I want to keep doing. So I think we all have to go through that experience, honestly, to really understand what an ideal client is to us. There's the mechanics of it. And you're an expert in helping people figure out that piece. Yeah. But at the end of the day, we have to experience working with people, because I think there's this sort of psychographics component, human component to working with people working with people, right?
Yep.
And I think that's an important part of ICP. And we all go through the process of like, oh man, I said yes. Hindsight 2020, shouldn't have said yes.
So that's it, yes.
Yeah. So yeah, absolutely. And I think we can spend some more time talking about defining ICP and all of those things.
We'll do that in a different video, because that's a whole thing.
But I think the message is clear, right? Like, be careful what you say yes to, what you commit to. And that includes networking groups that aren't going to produce, results. It can include masterminds. It can include whatever it is. When you have an open calendar, all you do is say yes to stuff. But what better time than at the beginning to define where you need to be and what you need to be doing? And I'm a big believer. I don't know if you function this way, Atiba, but I'm a time blocker. Right? So I block time for particular things, internal and external, because I get so busy on a given day that 8 hours, 10 hours can go by like that. So I block time. So I'm a big believer, especially on day one of starting a new business, block time for, I'd say, business development. Let's put it in a big bucket. Business development has to take priority, because you got no time to do, you got nothing else on your calendar.
Right.
But that ratio of business development time versus other things will shift as you do, as you see results and see success.
Yeah. And, we should talk about this too on another video. And matter of fact, y'all, let us know in the comments if this is a topic that you want us to cover in another video, because Dean, you just brought that up, in business development, the marketing and the sales, bringing new customers in and finding those ideal customers and bringing them in. One of the big problems that I know we've heard from a lot of fractional executives is, hey, I landed a client and we got started, but then I didn't have time to keep doing more business development, because then I was busy doing the work of the client. And then when my time with that client ran out, then I had nothing. So I go from feast to famine. So if that's a topic that y'all want us to cover, drop it in the comments, feast to famine, and we'll do another video on that for y'all too.
Reach out, hit us up on LinkedIn, drop a message below if we can support you in any way. We'd love to help you.
He's Dean. I'm Atiba. We're the Fractional Pros. See you next time.
See you next time, guys.